Like I say, I mean, 1950s, whatever, or 1960s, pretty much, like I say, a bunch of pieces of shit, black and white, black and white. But a bunch of black and white people basically just went over to China and some other countries and were like, with them 60, make stuff now or else you die. And they basically, oh yeah, and give me sex. Oh, let the parasites in. Now you have parasite too. Anyway, yeah. And yeah, some of them had parasites or whatever. I don't really know. Actually, I don't think they had parasites. I think they were gone by then. But basically, like I say, a bunch of so-called Hell's Angels, basically biker, whatever. You know, they had M16s and guns, and they basically just went over to China and was like, and basically they said make stuff like I say, it was basically just like Eddie Murphy, who isn't really Eddie Murphy, basically going Zimbabwe way, we must make stuff or we must make warriors. You know, and they basically just handed out guns and basically ran through. Well, Germany defended like a bitch. Germany was like, and really, like I say, Germany stemmed the tide for like 160 years. They're like, none shall pass. And like I say, there's a human wave, and Germany was just like, oh, free metal. You know, Germany was kicking it. Germany actually kicked it through most of it. Like I say, Germany, we had bomb shelters, and we were just underground. You know, it was mostly the farms on the surface because they needed the sun. You know, like I said, we had those towers, and the towers were above, and we were living underground. And basically we just had the farmland on the surface, and so we just lived underground. And piece of shit U.S. person, boom, 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 boom. Anyway, like I said, I wasn't in command of the U.S. back then. That was just some pieces of shit people trying to bomb Europe. And basically because Europe had technology and metal and stuff like that. And like I said, it was just basically some drugged out guy in the White House going, yeah, bad war. You know, and does basically pretty much what sums up basically your leadership in 1950 was basically a bunch of people going, yeah, war, more drugs. Anyway, yeah, and fucking some girls and pretty much just sending people to die over Europe. Because like I said, we were very advanced in Germany and we had anti-aircraft and all kinds of stuff. And so we were living underground. So it was like, well, they keep sending them. You know, I mean, there was no reason to get in there really. When we were defending, like, I mean, it was just the farmland on the surface anyway, and we were living underground, and we were just inventing better guns to be, you know, then we just shot the planes up. And it was basically just a bunch of people in the United States lying to the United States. Basically just people that had tried to go into other countries, and then we had shot them and killed them and pushed them back. And then we were just like kicking it in Germany behind the anti-aircraft. Like when they came to the shore, we just blew them up. And yeah, and like I was with the Germans back then, and we were actually, the problem was they kept bombing the farmland, but they couldn't really get in the middle of Germany. Like I said, we were defending on one side, we were defending on the other side, we were defending on the other side, and basically we just shelled them. You know, we had plenty of shells, so, and nukes, so. Yeah, there really wasn't really any forcing their way into Germany. Because like I said, we knew we were right, and we knew they were crazy. And like I said, there was no starvation or anything in Germany. We were just, we just cut off our financial aid to the rest of the world, and basically we made everything we needed anyway. So we just lived underground, came up to the surface when it was nice outside, and just like kicked it and wandered around. You know, it was pretty nice. Like I say, it was basically freedom and equal opportunity and all that, I think. When I was there, it was good. And basically just a whole bunch of stupid, Yankees just dying, basically. Flying their aircraft over, trying to bomb us for no reason. And, like I said, everything was fine, I'm pretty sure. And they're trying to kill me. And also rape some women that were in Germany. But we wouldn't let them in to rape us or to kill me. So I gotta say, and there were no black people there because the black people were trying to kill us too. So and there was no Yankees there. And I don't know about the Chinese. I don't know if the Chinese were there. I mean, like I say, I left the Chinese alone. Like, that's their country. I don't, I was building a railroad in there, but it's like, hey, dude, I'm doing, I was helping them out. It's cool. I don't have to be there. I love you guys. Mwah. You earned your right. The Chinese were really awesome and cool. Like, I didn't have anything to do with them getting attacked. Like, I think I respect them greatly. They're really great people. Like I say, I told everyone to get out of their country. I was like, get the fuck out of their country. That's their fucking country. They built it. They make everything that they need. It's their fucking country. If you're a white American inside of China, it's the Asian culture. Get the fuck out. If you're black and you're in China, get the fuck out. You have your own country. Like if you're like Irish wouldn't be there because they would visit. But I mean Ireland is for Scotland. Is for Irish. Scotland also. Scotland is for Scottish. Everyone's got their little thing. So if you're in someone else's country and you're shooting people, harassing people, get the fuck out. They have every right to shoot you in the head. Anyway, Africa's a piece of shit, by the way. Blacks are shit. They're shit color, and they're the only ones that really are being psycho. And that's because they want everything for free. Anyway, and they have their own country too. It's called Africa or some parts of Africa. Anyway, and England has said, get the fuck out, Africa. You don't belong in England. If you're in England and you're black, get the fuck out. That's for English and British people. It's not Africa land. Go back to your own country, as they say. So, anyway, just because you have a gun, like they can have guns too. And they should have guns to shoot you in the head. And I'm proud that they will defend their own country. Like from whatever. Like I said, if you're black and you're in England and you shoot someone and they shoot you in the head, you deserve it. Go back to your own fucking country. Stop fucking around with other people's countries. They live there. They built it. It's their fucking country. If you're black, you should go back to Madagascar where you came from. Called massacre. It used to be British until they massacred everybody there. Just like in Africa, I was like, well, whatever. Fuck you, black people. You might be pieces of shit, and it's like, there. That's it. Anyway, Germany defended from the blacks forever. They were just rushing the gates. A bunch of solid blacks, a bunch of solid whites, and it's like, fuck you, you're just pieces of shit. Murdering pieces of shit. So, anyway, whatever. And liars. It's like, well, whatever. Fuck it. So anyway. Spain is Mexican as well as Mexico. They, Irish built Mexico a little bit, but then the Mexicans took it over. That is for Mexicans. Mexicans also decided to come into America to do stuff because the blacks were pieces of shit. So the Mexicans came in here to deal with the problems. I think maybe for me. Like I said, Mexicans, I love you. Anyway, you guys are great. I got a lot of respect for Mexicans or Spanish. I got a lot of respect for them. I do. Like I said, the Irish went into Mexico. They built they built a big portion of Mexico. Gave them a water system. Was like, all right, here you go. And Mexico was like, I love you. I was like, I love you too. And then the Irish left. Basically. Like I said, basically Spain was pretty much ground zero for the Black War. Like the blacks were coming up from Africa into Spain and basically destroying all of Spain. It was for Mexicans, but the blacks were like raiding it. So Spain was like ground zero for hell, basically. Like, they were coming in on one side and we were reinforcing on the other side, like, and trying to stop them from coming up into Germany, basically. And we were like, all right, Spaniards, you gotta move. Like, oh, fuck. It's like, yeah. Sorry, it's race war.